think we're live. There we go.
All right.
We're just going to say hi to everyone. Welcome to Talk Tuesday from Glenville House. Today we are talking to Leon. So say hi, Leon.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi.
So Leon is the owner of Wedstones. He is a wedding and engagement ring specialist based in Evesham. Yes?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So if anyone is watching and has any questions, feel free to leave us a question, type in the comments. But StreamYard won't know, Facebook won't tell us who's posting them unless you give StreamYard permission. So if you do want to ask a question, please either write your name in or let StreamYard know, and then we will do our very best to answer you. But apart from that, we're just going to have a bit of a chat and kind of let you know all about Leon and Wedstones. So do you want to tell us a bit about yourself, Leon?
Yeah, so I've been in the jewellery industry for over 10 years now. I was one of the judges on the judging panel of the UK Jewellery Awards. I started a business supplying jewellers about 4 years ago, and then 2 years ago we launched Wedstones. Wedstones has grown a lot in the last 2 years. We're about to launch e-commerce and go online with everything and all of our prices to be more transparent. And yeah, we can pretty much do anything. We do a lot of bespoke. We make wedding rings, engagement rings is our main focus, but we can also do a lot of fine jewellery. So we can do chains, necklaces, pendants, earrings, pretty much anything within the fine jewellery sector. So yeah, we source all our stones loose. So we source all our stones loose, so we can get you any stones, whether you want coloured precious stones or diamonds. We source them all loose. I'm sure we're coming to more of that in a moment. But yeah, we can pretty much do anything. So yeah, if we can help, let us know, and we're pleased to give you as much information and try and help you find what you're looking for at the right price and within your budget.
So if anyone wants to get hold of Leon, you should be able to see his contact details at the bottom of our screen. So I assume drop you an email or give you a call and see if you can come and have a chat.
Yeah.
So Leon, how did you get into the jewellery business in the first place?
Well, I initially I was in sales for a very long time and marketing. Worked for various different companies. And I ended up working for a watch company. I launched a big, bright, colourful brand that many of you will know of called Icewatch for a company I worked for. And I launched Icewatch going back, goodness me, about 11 years ago now. And that was a huge phenomenon in the industry. And then from there, I've worked for a few different companies looking after watches and jewellery. And then eventually decided to move into setting up my own business, which was distribution initially, supplying jewellers. And then I saw an opportunity within the fine jewellery sector that I thought we can do things a little bit different than the high street and give people a bit more of a personal service, but also we've given them more of an understanding of what they're getting for their money, which I don't feel the high street tend to offer at the moment. So I feel that we do offer that, which is a bit different. And yeah, we've kind of taken it from there. We're much more transparent, I would say, and kind of mainly give you more of an understanding in what you're getting for your money.
Cool. So what kind of things do you tell people to look out for? So what kind of things, metals, like the quality of stones, what sort of thing do you kind of try and advise people on?
So metals, we only work with high-grade metals. Where that's different is if you say, for example, if you spoke about platinum, there are different levels of grades in platinum. The same, there are different levels of grades in 18 karat gold and also in 9 karat gold to in any level of gold. So and most of it is based on the mixed metals, the metals that they mix it with, and the gold content also gives 18 karat, and the gold content in 18 karat is 75%. In 9 karat is 37.5%. But then what you mix that with, the other 25% in 18, the other 25% in 18 karat, really depends on the quality of the metal that you end up with. So whether you have high grade or low grade. So the difference that creates. So in 18 karat, high grade will be white the whole way through. It's a white metal. It creates it to be white, and it is white the whole way through. You can rhodium plate it to give it an extra shine, but when the rhodium plate wears, it will still be white. If you buy low grade, if you buy low grade, then it's quite different. Low grade tends to turn yellow, and it won't be white the whole way through. You'll have to have it rhodium plated regularly to keep its colour.
Okay, so it needs more upkeep.
Correct, yeah. And also, high grade is hypoallergenic. Low grade is not always guaranteed to be hypoallergenic. So there's other benefits with regards to durability as well. So yeah, it's quite important. It does make a big difference within the metals. So yeah.
Oh, that it's genuinely really interesting. Do you work with all sorts of metals? Do you do gold, silver, platinum, everything?
Yeah, we offer silver, gold, platinum. We do offer palladium. Palladium at the moment isn't a good metal to go for because it's very, very, very expensive at the moment. Gold is also quite expensive because whenever a recession hits, or what we've just been through is the pandemic, we're still going through, the gold price tends to go up. Everything goes up. People sell their gold and the gold price goes up, which is what's happened. And therefore, actually, the best metal at the moment for value is actually platinum. Although it's more expensive than 9 carat, 18 carat gold has now overtaken platinum. It's actually cheaper to buy platinum.
Oh, that's really interesting. I would never have thought that, really, would you?
No. I don't think us in the jewellery industry would have thought that. But yeah, it's the way of the world. It's the way things happen. So yeah, it's different.
What's the most popular metals you get asked for in terms of wedding engagement rings? Is it still gold, or do people go for other choices now?
People go for gold and platinum. We do a lot of platinum and a lot of gold. If someone goes for, we try to advise people actually that if they're having big diamonds or stones set and they've got diamonds or rubies or sapphires, emeralds, to make sure that they go for a strong metal. I mean, we try and advise people to go for platinum if they're wanting a white metal, because platinum is more hard wearing and it's stronger, so the claws will hold the stones better. Otherwise, if they're going for gold and they're looking for a gold coloured metal, it's actually advisable. I mean, you can go for yellow gold, but you need to get your claws checked more often because 9 carat is stronger because gold is the softest metal within the mix. So 9 carat is stronger, and therefore actually 9 carat is very good also for holding stones.
Oh, cool. Well, that leads us on nicely to my next question, which was going to be about the kind of stones that you work with. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the kind of stones that you get in, or that you have been asked to get in, or?
Yeah, of course, we work with all stones. So there's any precious stones we work with. We can source stones loose, so we source everything loose, whether it's a diamond, whether it's a sapphire. We've just made a ring with an alexandrite for someone, which is a beautiful stone. It's green and it turns red under certain lights. You can also get colour changing sapphires, which are similar. Colour changing sapphires, a lot of people haven't heard of, and they more go to a sort of purple to a blue. So they're really beautiful stones. But yeah, we can pretty much source anything. Like I say, what we normally do is we'll order stones in for someone to look at. We'll show you why they're so good and what the differences are, so you can really get an understanding of what you're getting again for your money. And then you can select the stone, pretty much hand select the stone yourself. So it's quite a nice way of doing it and quite a personal way of doing it. And we tend to find that works for our customers.
Amazing. So people can kind of be involved in the whole process if they're having like a bespoke commission or something. They can look and see exactly what it is they're getting.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And we've actually got a customer at the moment who really isn't sure what stone she wants, and it's being set into a rose gold ring, rose gold mount. So what we've done is we've actually ordered a selection of different stones, and so she can actually see how they're all going to look within her ring, and then she can make a selection from there, which has been a bit of a challenge, but it's been quite nice and quite enjoyable to be able to order in some various different stones and see what she eventually chooses.
Oh, so, do you have a favourite to work with?
Personally, I mean, personally, being a jeweler, I suppose diamonds is is my favourite. Also, my birth month is April, which is diamond. So yeah, diamonds for me. Although I do love alexandrites, I think they're beautiful stones and colour changing sapphires. So yeah, they'd probably be my next two. But what's interesting about diamonds is there's something that I always find very, very important for people to understand and get to know about diamonds, because I think there's a lot of people are told about the 4 C's. So a lot of people are told about the colour, clarity, cut, and carat weight, and that's the 4 things that people are normally told to look out for when it comes to diamonds. There's actually a lot more in a diamond than that. So I've got here. This is a GIA diamond report, so grading report, and on a grading report, there are lots of different things. You'll see, you probably can't, I don't know if you can actually read it there. It's probably a bit tricky to read there. But just to give you a bit of an idea, it tells you all about the diamond. It tells you exactly what the colour is, the clarity, obviously the cut, the carat weight, all that information is there. But there's some things that aren't on GIA grading reports that still do make a difference to the diamond. So you can have 2 diamonds with exactly the same GIA characteristics, and they'll be the same size, same characteristics, the same price. One can look absolutely beautiful and sparkles beautifully, and the other one can look slightly dull. The reason that will be is because there are other things to look for within diamonds that are not on grading reports, and it's frustrating because how would the public, how would the end user know that?
I was going to say, I'm not sure I was even aware there was anything else to look for.
And I think most people are the same, to be honest with you. I think most people are the same. They don't know what to look for, and that's where we can guide and help. But there's things like milkiness and micro inclusions. So most jewelers will look at a diamond with a ×10 loop or ×10 microscope. We look with a ×60 and ×40, because then we can see micro inclusions and we can see a lot deeper in the stone and see if there are micro inclusions there, or milkiness or redness. And that makes a huge difference on the sparkle of the stone. So, but no difference on price. So when we source our stone, we do look at these things to make sure that we really do get the best stone for our customer, whether that's a diamond, sapphire, whatever it is. So they're getting the best value for money.
Cool. And it does really make that much difference?
It does, yeah, it does. Especially if you see it under normal light. If it's not under artificial light and it's under normal daylights, then yeah, it does make a real difference. You can really see the sparkle on the stones. Yes, it does make quite a difference. Yeah.
So you go above and beyond then to find the best ones that you can. Sounds like.
Yeah, we go above and beyond. We always go above and beyond. We offer a lifetime guarantee on all our rings as well, to ensure that our customers are always happy. And we will always work with our customers to make sure that what we give them is perfect. I mean, my guarantee to any of our customers is always that your engagement ring will always be perfect, your wedding ring will be perfect for your wedding day, and that's a guarantee from us. That's our job, and if we don't get it right, we will make sure it is right. So it will always be right for the day. That's
amazing. So just going on from that then, do you kind of advise, do you have lots of people that want to buy their engagement rings and their bands together? Do you have any advice for anybody that's kind of looking for one or the other, or to get both together? Is there anything to kind of watch out for? Or?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, we actually come across this a lot, where a lot of people do buy the engagement ring, and then we get a lot of couples coming to us, and I actually had a couple in this afternoon that came in and had exactly this issue, where they bought the engagement ring, and the gentleman said to me, he said, "Leon, loved the ring, bought it, never even thought about how a wedding band is going to fit around it." And now we've so yeah, that does happen. It happens a lot, and so we do wed to fit bands, where you can have the engagement ring and the wedding band where they are fitted. We offer bespoke, so we can make something around any ring bespoke, and we don't charge for any of that design work. It's a pretty good service. We design the ring from scratch. We'll design it. We'll provide CAD images if need be. We'll provide a resin mold of the actual ring, of how it's going to fit, and then you can make a decision on whether you want to go ahead. There's never any pressure from us. So if someone doesn't want to go ahead at that stage, it's no problem for them to go elsewhere. But I must add that so far in 2 years, we haven't lost a bespoke job.
I'm not sure many people would turn that down if you put that much effort into making something specifically for them. I think you are probably in quite safe hands.
That's right. Yeah. Well, and our prices are competitive as well. So we make sure that we try and work within budgets as much as we can, but we'll always make sure that our prices are competitive. So yeah.
Amazing. Cool. Right, so this is relating to diamonds again, but this is only because of the conversation we had a while ago. And you referred to something called a diamond dazzle stick, and I had no idea what you were talking about and had to Google it. do you want to tell everybody what that is?
Yeah, a diamond dazzle stick. I'm going to try and grab one because I actually don't think I have one. But I'm going to try and grab one and see if I have one. Oh, yeah, I have one here. Bear with me 1 second. I'm not running away. So this is that way. This is a diamond dazzle stick. So this is a diamond dazzle stick. So what I'll do is I'll show you what it does. So if you have a beautiful ring like this, I don't know if you can see it very well there. So I don't know where the camera is. So I'm a bit all over the place here.
Oh, you're good. I can see.
There's a beautiful halo ring there. Okay. And this, what the diamond dazzle stick does is you take the lid off, you twist the top until some blue gel comes out. Okay, and when that blue gel comes out, you put it on top and you rub it all the way around the diamonds, okay? Rub it all the way around the diamonds, and you make sure you get behind the stone as well. It's very important. A lot of people will say, well, we've had it a few times where they've bought a ring from us, they've taken it home and then gone, oh my God, my diamond has changed colour. It's gone dull. I don't know why. And 9 times out of 10, they've cleaned the top. They haven't cleaned the underneath of the diamond. And it's normally, there's just purely, cream or makeup or something underneath. And it just needs to be spruce. That's all it is. I'm just going to move away again, just purely to get some water on this. Okay, good polish. Oh, and then you can see, you probably can't see it. My camera's not on this, but you can see you can kind of see the sparkle there. Mm-hmm. See the diamond sparkling there.
So it's an easy at-home way to kind of look after your diamonds.
Yeah, it's an easy at-home way, and the dazzle stick's great because it can fit in your handbag, sit in your car, so it can be with you whenever you want. So yeah, it's nice and easy. A nice, easy way to clean your diamonds.
Well, thank you for explaining it because I did have to look it up. It made me laugh a lot. So glad we now know what it is.
It's a strange one. Another thing to look for, just while I've got an engagement ring in my hand, all of our rings are all solid at the back here, and they're all solid behind. So behind the diamonds are all solid. Sometimes you'll have drill holes, which the drill holes are just to allow light in, but it doesn't make the band weak. 2 things to watch out for whenever you're buying an engagement ring. So this is more so for you guys or for you girls to tell your guy or your girl, or your guy or your guy. The diamond behind here, some jewelers will hollow this out, and they'll hollow out behind the diamonds. And they hollow it out because it means they can sell it to you at a better price. And also they'll thin the band here on the width and on the depth. I do that because it brings down the metal content, which enables them to sell it to you cheaper. The problem you end up with is that the band ends up snapping over time on the bottom, and where it goes hollow behind the diamonds, you end up with the band being slightly weak. And if it's weak, it's susceptible to stones popping out. If you knock it, it's more likely that you're going to lose a diamond, and you really don't want that. So just watch out for that. We only make quality rings. That's the one thing that we do. We're very, very particular about how we work. So all of ours are solid. All of our bands are solid. And I think that's really important to check for that whenever you're looking for rings.
Okay. So, yeah. That's a really good one. So is it just purely a kind of cost thing, so that if they hollow out behind the stone, then they can sell it at a different price? Or
correct, yeah. And you'll find that some will say, you'll find some advert saying you get the look, and they're right, you're getting the look, but you're not getting the quality. Okay. And and that's what they do. Is it's selling the look, but not the quality. It's not actually a huge amount more to have a stone that's filled and not hollowed out, and that's not too thin at the bottom. So all I would say is it's best to compare prices. Make sure you look for that, and make sure you compare prices. And we have people that have come to us. They've had these problems, and then they've ended up having their rings pretty much repaired. Not too long after they bought them. So it
affects longevity quite a lot then, does it? If it's
exactly, yeah, it affects the longevity of the ring, and also it then ends up costing more to have that ring, a new half shank put on, or
basically
half
redone.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So it's I think the comment is it buy cheap, buy twice, I think they say, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, something like that.
Definitely applies to jewelry then, by the sounds of it.
Yes, correct. Yeah. But like I say, it's not that much more money, so it's definitely worth something bearing in mind. So
cool. This is just a random question that has just popped into my head, just because we were saying about obviously if people are looking for engagement rings for their other half, obviously you don't necessarily want them to know about it. It might be a secret. How would you ring sizes? So if you're trying to find a ring size because you want to buy a ring for somebody, but you don't want them to know about it, what's the best way to do it without stealing a piece of their jewelry that they might notice?
Well, it is tricky. Yeah, it is tricky. Steal a piece of jewelry. Just take it, give it back afterwards, borrow it. No, there are many different ways. I mean, what I normally say to people is, if you can get a ring that they're wearing, and you don't need to take it away. You can get a ring even when someone's in the shower, or when she's gone out, or anything like that. When they've got a little bit of time, if you can just even get a ruler and just measure from one side or the other for the ring, that at least gives us something to work on. It gives us something very good to work on. So something like that. Alternatively, I tend to have a very strange. I would say a very strange ability to guess finger size. And anyone who has seen me before, or they will tend to know that I always guess finger size when someone comes and sees us. And today I got it. I was half a size out on one, and the other one was perfect. So I'm normally pretty accurate. So if you get a good photo of a hand or things like that, I can normally get very close. And we normally go slightly larger just to make sure that at least the ring goes on. Because that will be the most embarrassing part if it doesn't. But there are ways and means of us doing it.
How easy are they to adjust? So if someone's bought one and it's wrong, or if they have one from somewhere else and they come in going, oh, it's wrong, how easy are engagement rings, wedding bands to adjust?
Very easy. We can adjust rings, no problem, as long as it's not a huge amount of sizes, which it normally isn't. It's normally 2 or 3 sizes maximum. We can adjust it quite easily. There are things to bear in mind, and make sure that the jeweler is doing. If you are using another jeweler, if you're using us, we'll always work with best practice. So, for example, if it's a platinum band, make sure it's never heated, and make sure that it's lasered. Okay. The reason that that's so important is that if you heat platinum, it should never be heated. You'll find that they'll rhodium plate it, and then 6 months, 12 months down the line, you'll see a black line appear, and that black line that appears will be from it being heated. So it's always good to make sure that it's going to be lasered.
Brilliant. I've just seen we've got a question from Anna, and she says, "Can you use a diamond dazzle stick on any stone? For example, pearls. I don't know if pearls count as a stone, but
you can use them on any precious stones. I'm not 100% sure on pearls, actually, to be honest with you. But Anna, if you want to message me or drop me an email, I can message you back with that information on pearls.
Use it on like sapphires and that sort of thing.
Correct, yeah. Precious stones you can use them on, yeah. You can use them on sapphires, rubies, any precious stone. Pearls is the only one I'm not 100% sure on, to be honest. Only because we haven't come across it really. We don't tend to have much experience with pearls, but yeah, I can find that out. So.
It was a good question. I think it might be a little jewelry tip that no one's seen before, so I can imagine it'd be quite handy. If I had any diamonds to polish, then I'd probably get myself one by the day. So.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that it will be fine for her. Being honest, I'm sure, because we have we actually have a diamond Dazzle Sonic as well, which we clean rings with. And the Dazzle Sonic has a silver solution, and it has a precious stone solution. And the silver is more abrasive. The silver solution tends to be harsher, actually. So you never use the silver on the precious stones. Okay. You can use it the other way around. Okay. So it just gives you an idea that it's quite gentle on the stones. It won't damage any stones or any of your metal either.
Brilliant. Okay, well, it's quite a handy one. So I was going to ask you. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Your bespoke commissions.
Yes.
Just only because I know that it's quite popular, especially if you want to have a real kind of personal touch to getting your engagement rings or your wedding bands. How do you go about doing it? Do you design? Do you manufacture? What do you do?
We tend to do we can do hand drawings on some. Some will move straight to CAD images if it's a fitted band. Let me grab the iPad, and what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll try and show you some that we've done recently as well. So we can pretty much what we tend to do is we tend to take the ideas. We tend to ask the person who's looking to get the band for their ideas and what they're looking for in their ring, how they want it to look, if they have any ideas. If they don't have any ideas, we can make suggestions and we can help with that. And we then, from that stage, we move forward to either doing hand drawings or CAD images. And once we've done the CAD images, you can actually, we take a scan of the engagement ring, if it's a fitted band, and we'll actually place the images next to it. So you can see exactly what the two rings are going to look like together.
Yeah, okay.
And most people at that stage will say, "Oh my God, I love it. It's perfect. I'm happy to go ahead." The odd person, probably more like me, who's a real perfectionist, would say, "No, I want to see how it would fit with the ring and actually have it on my fingers," kind of thing, and put things together. If that's the case, then we can go through and make a resin mold, and you can then actually put the two rings together and see exactly how they fit together.
That's amazing.
Which is a good way of doing it. But just to give you a few, I mean, this would give you an idea of some that we've done reasonably recently. So there you go. Here's one. There we go. Here we go. So this is a fitted band that we've done recently, and you can kind of see here how it fits around, and you can see the different angles, so you can see exactly how that ring's going to look.
Oh, amazing.
We gives you all the information there as well. And we can do we do some really quite different stuff as well. So here's someone that wanted more of a tire tread.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I think we spoke about this one. Oh, that's fab.
That's something totally different. There's many different designs that we sort of come up with. I'll try and grab another one here for you to see. So here you go. There's a few here. So here's another one, fitted band.
Well, that's really impressive. So people can see exactly what it's going to look like in real life before.
Correct. This lady didn't know what she wanted around her ring. She really didn't know. She said, "I'm really struggling with ideas, actually." So we came up with this design for her, and she just fell in love with it. The color actually, you see the color of the diamonds are different. The only reason the colors are different is because this is a scan, and we try and emphasize where the diamonds are here, so you can see where they are. But then we color match our stones, which is important. We always make sure that we match the color and the quality of the diamonds, or the stones that we're providing as well. So that's always something else.
Just quickly, because we're nearly out of time. We've done so well. How do you go from there, the drawings, to real life? Do you guys make in-house, or do you send off to somebody else?
No, we have 4 manufacturers that we use. 3 of them are based in the UK, and they make in the UK. One is based abroad in Germany. The majority of jewelers, a lot of jewelers will say that they hand make. Some do, but it is a minimal amount. And if they do, they normally charge a lot more because the labour that goes into hand making. When we use manufacturers for various reasons, probably the most important reason is that one, our four are high grade. Okay, two, they are experts in every part. So if you use if you use a jeweler, jewelers are very good. Don't get me wrong, at doing lots of different things, but they are. It's like they're not necessarily an expert setter and an expert polisher. We use manufacturers because the manufacturing companies will have they'll have the ring made. The ring will be made, and then it will go to a setter, and the setter will set the stones, and that person. That is their expertise. That is what they do. And then it will go to a polisher, and the polisher will polish it, and then it will go to an engraver. The engraver will engrave it, and then it will go through quality control, and then it will come to me, which is kind of a second quality control. Probably worse because I'm an absolute perfectionist, and because we guarantee that our rings will be perfect for the wedding day, I will go over that ring with a times 60 loop and look at every part to make sure that I'm 100% happy before it goes to the customer. And that's why we offer a lifetime guarantee as well, because we know we're providing
quality at every stage. You've got experts all the way through.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. And I just to mention one of our manufacturers is German. What's fantastic about that is very similar to car engineering, so the German are the best. I know us British hate to admit it, but they are. And so what they produce is phenomenal. The attention to detail that they put into the rings they make for us is amazing, and the finishing is phenomenal. So. We really enjoy working with them for that reason.
Well, it sounds fabulous. So I think it's a fairly large endorsement for everyone to go to Wedstones and get their wedding and engagement rings.
I just want to add quickly, actually, before I mention. So we have a showroom in Evesham. This is our showroom. You can see the pink lights and everything behind me. The idea is where we're a bit different. You can come to the showroom, relax, have a glass of Prosecco, a beer. We have all the safety measures in place as well. We obviously wear masks and have hand gel and everything in place. Sure. We've been through a COVID-19 course to reopen.
Okay.
So just to make sure. But yeah, it's a much more personal experience. The idea is you come here, you have a glass of Prosecco, you relax, you can try on rings, everything's sterilised before and after. And if you're happy to go ahead, you can, but there is never any pressure from us at all. So if someone wants to go away and think about it and not come back to us, it's fine. If they do want to come back to us, that's up to them. We'll never chase and call and bug anyone. It's very much a relaxed and friendly service in that respect.
Amazing. So if people want to come in and see you, what's the best way? Should they give you a ring and try and book an appointment?
So there's lots of ways to contact us. We try and make that as easy as possible. So you can email, you can call. You can book through Facebook. If you go on a Facebook page, there's a book now button, and you can literally click on that and book an appointment through there. Alternatively, you can go onto our website and fill out the contact form on our website, and that will come straight through to us as well. So any of those, we'll you can contact us in any way, shape, or form.
Amazing. Well, I think we probably need to leave it there, but thank you ever so much for talking to me, to anyone and everyone who's listening, and to anyone that's going to watch this back. I think that was absolutely chock full of useful information. So thank you ever so much.
No, thank you, and thanks everyone for listening. Thanks, Kat. Take care.
I'm going to say bye from Liverpool.
Bye-bye.
Bye.